Hey, welcome back to another one of these painting videos. I know it's been a while since I made one of these, but you can tell from the other videos on my channel, I've been doing a lot of other stuff. And I'm sorry that all my videos are all over the place on my channel. I'm really still trying to figure out what my style is on YouTube. And it's gonna take a bit more experimentation. So I went to this water place near my house to film this video. I actually wanted to come here to make a video quite a while ago. I wonder why it's so difficult to go outside and paint despite enjoying it a lot. The painting itself isn't difficult. In fact, it's the fun part. It's the steps leading up to going outside that's the difficult part. Is it the weather? Malaysian weather is very unforgiving when it comes to doing outdoor activities. You just get so hot and sticky so quick. Thankfully it wasn't a terribly hot day, and there were also no bugs. No bugs is always a plus, especially when you're next to the water. Maybe it's because I know that I can make a better painting if I paint it at home instead of outside, where so many conditions are outside of my control. But you can argue that that's the whole point of doing plein air painting. So many things are like out of your control, and you have to come up with immediate solutions to your problems. One of the obvious challenges is the light coming in and out all the time. And you can see it in this video multiple times. And that changes your composition. Highlights and shadows that were there when you first picked out your composition may not be there when you're halfway through your painting. With that said, try to pick a shady spot to sit while you paint, because you never know when the sun might pop out and start searing your face. A not so obvious problem could be that you just can't find a nice composition for your painting. It's definitely a skill that you can build though. Oh, and also, I don't know if any of you experience this, but whenever I'm painting outside, I feel like I'm on a clock. And it's not like I have some place to be. Usually when I do one of these, I have the whole day open for me to enjoy the painting process. Maybe it's because I'm uncomfortable. Most of the times for one of these paintings, I would be sitting on the floor and most likely sitting in direct sunlight, because that's just where I gotta be to get the best point of view for the composition that I want to paint. Maybe it's also the irrational fear of getting caught by someone, even though I have every right to be there. It's really funny because I paint in front of people all the time. I'm an art streamer after all, but in IRL situations that totally changes. And for that reason, I always pick very secluded places to go to do these videos, because I just can't imagine what I would do if someone came up to me and started asking questions. Speaking of rushing through paintings, this one actually didn't take me that long. I was on location at around 8 or 9 in the morning, and I was done right before noon. And I'm sure I would have done a quicker job if I wasn't also trying to film myself. I spent quite a bit of time filming the intro, and also figuring out where to put the camera and all that. So back to the reasons why it's so hard for me to go out and paint. One of the reasons could be that I have actually tried to do so and failed multiple times. I recall this one specific time where I was all prepped and I was ready to film a video for YouTube. I had all my gear packed, and I even had a location. So I went there in the morning and I just couldn't do it. I recall being uninspired. I looked around this that area and I couldn't find anything to paint. So that happened, and it happened again, and with every subsequent failure, it just made it harder and harder to convince myself to go outside and paint. The additional pressure of making a video definitely didn't help. But there were also times where I didn't intend to make any video. I just wanted to go outside and paint, but I just couldn't find anything, couldn't be inspired. It must be the perfectionist side of me. I have to find the perfect location, perfect place, perfect everything before I can sit down and paint. I think I need to train myself to see the beauty in the more mundane things, or even train myself to make mundane things appear more beautiful. Because ultimately that's what painters do. That's what painters and photographers do. I don't know how this video ended up being a rant video. I didn't really intend for it to be like this, but I guess that's where we are. I should be talking about this painting you're seeing right in front of you. I picked the most obvious and easiest composition to paint. It's the first thing you would see if you walked into this place. But it's not because I wasn't looking for something else. I was. The first thing I did when I came here was to walk around and look for nice compositions. I walked around with my camera, took a few photos. Here's some of them on screen if you're also into photography. But yeah, in the end I went with the most obvious one. And you know, there's nothing wrong with picking the most obvious composition. Especially if the place that you're painting isn't even a popular one. I'm pretty sure I'm the first person ever to have made a painting of this place. Yeah, so that pretty much sums up the reasons why I find it so hard to go outside and paint. Let me know if you relate to any of the things that I've said. And yeah, here's the final painting. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out this playlist if you want to see some of my previous painting adventures. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.